what's up, y'all? Take two. Volume wasn't loud enough in the first take.
We get to think of life as an inexhaustible well, but everything happens only a certain number of times, and a very small number, really.
What's up with that coffee cigarette crew?
Certain afternoon of your childhood, some afternoon that's so deeply a part of your being that you can't even conceive your life without it. Perhaps 4 or 5 times more, perhaps not even that. How many more times will you watch the full moon rise? Perhaps 20.
I love this song. I saw it performed live. Blew me away. You can see it live too on YouTube. Bro, what is it? Easy hat. Neurosis, some of y'all in the comments probably figured that out. Enemy of the Sun. There's some cool artwork though. All their songs are very long. If you're listening to Lost, that's the lyrics. Probably find those online. Blessed are the peacemakers. They got some trippy artwork, y'all. This was easily one of the loudest bands I ever saw. Loudest. I hate to talk over it. It's too damn cool. Well, Luz Caddy, Luzkadi, says people think AI will take over, and it will, but by drowning the human soul in creativity. People are so detached from their emotions these days, or stick to certain scripts, it's wild. That's so fucking loud. Yeah, AI will take over. Digital currency will be a thing. There are people trained right now to just do what AI tells them. And they will. And you probably know them. But Luz over here, Luz Caddy, gonna drown out the soul and creativity. People are detached from their emotions. Stick to certain scripts. Yeah, those company lines. They think those incantations will save them. Chatting that law, chatting that company slogan, company motto. Repeating those phrases over and over. You keep saying them enough, hoping they'll become true. Well, they're not true then, they're not true now. It's an awesome future heading our way. Smile Igza? Smile Ixa? I think I got it this time. And Vile Slug Princess. The wife says, thank you, you're welcome. She appreciated your kind comments about her stuff. So, thank you from me for her. She appreciated it, thought it was really cute. That y'all were really nice, that y'all said, talked about her projects and stuff. The wife listens to a lot of YouTubers and checks out some, not Instagram, maybe it's Instagram. But anyways, a lot of influencers out there in the Czechoslovakia, Poland area. A lot of crafters, DIY type people. She follows a lot of those people from out there. So, the fact that Smilexa is from Czechoslovakia and the wife follows people from out there doing all this stuff. So, that's cool. Small world. Alright, it's awesome, but it's way too fucking loud. Roll that edge off a little bit. God almighty, that was hot. Neurosis needs to be played that fucking loud. That's the only way to experience Neurosis. It's so fucking insanely loud, it's causing pain. Not hearing damage pain, but just like, you can't concentrate on anything else. That's how you need to listen to Neurosis. So just, if you're checking out the discography on them, just know that's how it's meant to be heard. Through Silver and Blood, Enemy of the Sun, Times of Grace, Souls at Zero. There's some good albums. I know they got more, but I'm not super familiar with them. Their early stuff is hardcore punk. So, I think with Souls at Zero, that's the one where they decided to do these epic, fucking crazy-ass songs. Enemy of the Sun, amazing. And Through Silver and Blood is like peak. A lot of people say Times of Grace is their favorite album. That's fine. I saw them on tour for Times of Grace. Know the songs. Saw them live several times. So, as long as you like a Neurosis, you gotta get that. I saw Neurosis warm up for Gwar. So I gotta see Neurosis, then Gwar. And it was the first concert ever. I hadn't seen any concert before. I was like 16 years old, 15 years old or something like that. Man, I knew I was seeing some shit back then. Let me tell you. That was back in 1995. Beta 2, I don't know, Beyda. There's a fucking umlaut in there somewhere. Anyways, Beta says, you're right, intelligent people are always different from the majority of society. They don't fit in with the flock, and they're accused of being extreme because they don't believe the lies imposed by the media. Yet they're the ones who can step outside the matrix. But ask yourself, when you say you're going to be extreme and stand up from society, could you actually be serving another flock of sheep? If your extraordinariness doesn't make you a good person and you're still serving your desires, you're still a sheep. Thank you, Beta. Like Beta? Wow. I don't think that's what he meant by that, but Beta. Tour. T-U with an umlaut R-E. I don't know how you say these names, y'all. Beta, cheers. What's up? Yeah. Well, I think J-Dog and a lot of people say that with posers and shit like that. With people that, oh, I'm super into this. Yeah, for like 5 years. If you're still doing this after 5 years, yeah, I'll give you yeah, you're serious about this. Still doing it after 10 years, you are truly in this lifestyle. Like, you have now, your life is this lifestyle. I mean, I'm still, got this back in like 95, after seeing them live. Still spinning it. And more, and heavier stuff, and crazier stuff, and funner stuff. I'm doing a YouTube fucking channel about this shit. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, you can say I've been into it for a while. But no, anybody, like, in any kind of scene, you know, Your first year, you're just learning. Your first 2 years, you're just learning. And you should be learning. And I hope you're learning. You should just ask questions. Listen. You're not going to be able to know it all in a year. I mean, dude, 30 years in this thing. And people like Justin and shit like that. And Brian Baxter have been doing this shit. I've been doing it longer than Justin probably, but he's been doing it harder. I don't have a record label. He does. But then somebody like Brian Baxter, who's, wow. You know, it's a lifestyle now. But that's what it is. We don't fit it. We want this. We want this in our lives. And that's what it is about these things. You want this, all of it, everything that comes with it, the good and the bad, the pretty, the ugly. You know? Yeah, what's that saying? You'd be nonconformist too if you dress like me. That's what he's got me thinking about. Yeah, if you're just doing this to be nonconformist, but you know, after a few years you find out your heart's not in it, but you're still like, well, I like the crowd, but not the music. Or I like the scene, but not really so much all the bands. Well, you know, it's okay if you dip out of the scene at that point, because you're like, yeah, it was never about the music for me. You know, some people, like, they just, I don't know. If your extraordinariness doesn't make you a good person, and you're still serving your desires, you're still a sheep. He put it better. He said, this guy said it better. This person, who went on, guy or girl, I can't tell. I mean, being a good person, everybody says I'm a good person. By what metric? By what metric are you a good person? By your own metric? Well, by your own metric and your own measurements, yeah, of course you're a good person. You're biased. What makes you a good person? You have to have some sort of set of rules or code of ethics and guidelines. And you can't judge yourself. You can't judge yourself because you'll judge yourself unfairly one way or the other. Too harsh or not harsh enough. Somebody else has to judge you. Who judges you? You want somebody else in judgment of you? I don't. So what makes you a good person? Oh, you follow the law. Anne Frank and the people hiding Anne Frank were following the law. Well, the people who were hunting Anne Frank were following the law. The people that were hiding Anne Frank were breaking the law. And we all agree that being hunted by another group of people is not a cool thing. That's a bad thing. We say that, but the people rounding up those groups of people were following the law. So the law cannot be your measure. I'm a good person because I don't break the law. We know that people who commit genocide were following the law. Their law. They were going to make sure their law was the only law left. That doesn't make you a good person. War doesn't determine who's right. War determines who's left. Am I a good person? I'm a person. 80-10-10. 10% are rotten, 10% are angelic, 80% is everybody else. I probably fall in that 80% category. I do good things, but I do mean things just to be fucking mean. Don't believe me? Ask a fucking cop. I'll tell you. I do mean shit just to be mean. I don't know. Late over here is pretty cool. His comments are really insightful sometimes. Glad I have them to read. Makes me think about my own arguments a little bit more. Makes me think about what I'm doing a little bit more. You know? Sometimes you think you know what you're doing, and you realize you don't. And then you realize, oh wait, no, I did know what I was doing. It just kind of lost my sight. Where I was going. So we got Tony. E8E1Q. So, Tony. Hey, Prod, my metal man. There's guys like me out there that are struggling our way through life, and I appreciate you for making these videos. And thank you, because my struggles are my own, and I realize you have struggles also. And I wish to ease your struggles the way you give myself a bit of relief. Give you a bit of relief. I really appreciate, dude. Stay metal. Give a shout out to us struggling our way through life. Peace. Well, Tony, you and everybody else, I mean, we all struggling in some way. Everybody's fighting a battle you know nothing about. Every single person is fighting a battle you know nothing about. And every one of us has survived something that you wouldn't understand. And you want to be a good person? Just understand that the other person is going through some shit you won't understand. And they probably face down some demons that you won't get. You know. But we're all doing it. We're all making our way. We're all doing shit we don't want to do so we can do the things we do want to do. And sometimes with that other guy, Captain Howdy, looking for a fucking job. Oh, man. I know how you feel there, dude. It's the worst feeling in the world. And Tony, I get you, man. So some people just struggling with the work thing. They just feel like you're treading water. I've done it, man. Me and the wife, when we got started, we had a small, meager apartment. Had to share it with somebody. Had to share it with a couple people, and it was cramped. We had enough space. Once we partitioned everything off, I feel like everybody had enough space, but it was still cramped. Oh man, we did that for like 5 years. And I was already like living in that apartment before she got there. Yeah, holy fucking shit, man. You want to talk about treading water? Dude, the daily grind, man, was just come home, work, make some dinner for us, paint some fucking models, crash, get to do it again tomorrow. Maybe once a week I'd get a game in with my 40K or Age of Sigmar people. Maybe a role-playing game here and there. Maybe once a week you got that. And talk about spinning your wheels and treading water. It sucks, but you will get through it. And honestly, some of those times are actually some of the best times in your life. And I know that's weird to say, but when you get to like the cooler stuff and the bigger stuff, more money, more problems. I mean, it's like, oh, finally we got out to this house, we got in the country, we started getting food in the ground, we start like doing these things. It's like, man, I'm so glad I'm doing that. And some days, like, man, I just kind of miss the days when we didn't have all that extra responsibility and we could just chill all the time. Some days I miss that, some days I don't. Some days I'm like, no, it's better now. It's more responsibility, but it's better. And remember, you got Tony and all my other guys out there, dudes out there, set a goal for yourself and just work towards it, achieve it, set another one. Life is just a series of goals. You're just trying to get stuff done, mix it in with stuff that you want to do, stuff that makes you feel glad to be alive and glad to be on this planet and glad to be interacting with people. Because I know 90% of our day is not filled with that. 90% of our day is filled with just fucking annoying people. But my people out there, when you're interacting, especially with people in the service industry, or any kind of those, like the FedEx guy, or wait staff, or retail workers, let's remember, don't give them too much shit, because you never know, they could just be having a really bad day, and they're treading water just like you are. That's why I don't understand the Karens. They act like they're so fucking, like your life's so fucking perfect that you can sit here and talk shit about me. Because I'm telling you, their life ain't perfect. They probably got kids that hate them. They probably got grown-ass kids that hate them. Man, you wouldn't believe that, dude. That's the cool thing about getting old, y'all. When y'all get like in their 40s and shit, you start meeting like other people that got families and shit. And then you meet like dudes that are like in their late 50s or 60s or whatever. And they got like grown kids, and the grown kids don't want nothing to do with them. Like, how badly did you fuck up that your own children want nothing to do with you? And if y'all have kids out there, y'all need to think about that. Don't be that one. Every parent thinks, I'm going to be the cool parent. I'm going to be the cool parent. I'm going to be a cool mom or dad. Man, I'm just going to let Nah, man, your kids don't want cool parents. Kids want boundaries. They want rules. They want expectations. Don't be cool. Show your young children and your young bros and sisters that you meet in the scene and out there in the world, maybe having trouble, boundaries and expectations. People want that. And a clear list of rules and a clear list of... My mom always said it best. She was like, for raising me, she said, I just picked 5 things. Don't do these 5 things. That's it. Don't do those 5 things. Other than that, whatever. My dad had 2 things. My dad was even cooler at 2 things. Well, I had 5 things, which they overlapped with the 2. I just remember my dad's 2 things. Don't steal, don't lie. Fuck, I did those all the time. I shouldn't have, but I did it anyways. But I never did it to him. That's where I kind of learned. Yeah. So you guys struggling out there. Well, the struggle is real. For sure. It will get better. It always does. When it's going good, you don't think about it. When it's going good, you don't think about it because it's too busy going good. When it's going bad, all you can do is think about how bad it is, and you feel like you're never going to get out of it. But you do. I've had ups and I've had downs. I got busted one time, and I had to serve some time, and shit stayed on my record for a little while, and it was a pain in the ass. I got through it. I fucking got through it. And another dude I knew, he was coming up. He got busted with some stuff. He got busted doing some shit. I told him flat out, I was like, homie, the next few years of your life are gonna suck. Ain't no way to sugarcoat that. Can't. But you will get through it. It's like, you have to do a little bit of time, and shit's gonna stay on your record. And it's gonna suck in that time period. But it happened to me, and it happened to other people I know, and we all got through it. It's just, you gotta have that stiff upper lip sometimes. You gotta know when to activate that stiff upper lip. And just know, I spent a few years in a shitty apartment, shitty jobs plural, just doing what I could to grind through. Fucking got it. You guys can do it. You gotta have faith, you gotta stiff upper lip, drive, do it. Listen to some metal. Read a book. It will help, I promise. Drink some fucking tea. Find a nice young lady that's real pretty and shit, and have her knit a cat for you. She didn't knit this for me, but I commandeered the cat. It's like, oh, cat's coming with me in the videos. Hey, we at 22 minutes. Shit, yeah, I think that's been productive. I don't know. How about y'all? Well, anyways, I'm Cattle Prod, your Appalachian Warlord. If it's not voluntary, it's tyranny. Later, y'all.